How you doing? How you doing, man? Purpose Driven Fam. This is your boy, motivational speaker Dominic Carter. Listen, I'm excited, man. I'm excited because I got some news that you can use, man. I got some tools, some applicable tools for your life that you can use. Everybody can admit that they've gone through a crisis. Everybody go through something, man, that life throws your way. It's a challenge, whether it be a relationship, you was betrayed, you was lied on, you was treated poorly, you're not where you want to be in life. Let me tell you this. This is how you deal with a difficult situation. You don't ask for that situation to be removed. Man, I'm talking about, I understand. A lot of times we go through things where we want that situation to be removed. I just want it out of my life. I don't want to have to deal with it. But let me tell you this. What if over that mountain or over that obstacle, there was your purpose? What if by climbing that mountain or climbing that difficult task that you had to climb, what if you was able to find out and discover who you truly are? I truly believe that through the furnace of affliction, your character shines brightly. You understand what I'm saying? So it's through the furnace of affliction where we truly discover who we are. So stop asking for that thing to be removed. You have to learn how to deal with it, man. And I know we don't like to deal with certain things, man, but I'm telling you, wisdom comes from bumping your head and learning from the experience. Now, it says that a smart man's learned from his mistakes. But let me tell you, it's better to be wise than smart. Why? Because it says that a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. I don't have to smoke crack to know that I shouldn't smoke crack. You understand what I'm saying? So being able to study certain individuals and study the habits of successful people or study the downfalls of certain situations can teach you exactly what you need to do with yourself, man. I am definitely what they call an overcomer. You understand what I'm saying? And when you're an overcomer, it basically essentially means that you know how to get past rough situations and rough patches in your life. Situations that you brought on yourself and situations that the universe brought to your attention. But at the end of the day and at the bottom line, the only way that you can deal with hardship, pain, let me tell you this. You must understand that through whatever you go through, there's a solution. There's a solution to your problem, man. And you don't understand it, but there is a solution. And once you are able to, I'm talking about like, soon as the problem hit, boom. Soon as the problem hit, you need to tell yourself there's a solution. There's a way to endure or there's a way to escape. Some things you have to endure. But I can promise you this, man, once you endure it, you get more wisdom. Once you endure it, you find out who your friends really are. Once you endure it, you find out how important it is to save. Once you endure it, you find out who you can truly trust and who you can believe. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of times, taking for example, Nelson Mandela has served 27 years in a South African prison when he was fighting apartheid. It was through that 27 years of imprisonment that Nelson Mandela found out who he truly was. He found out that he was a leader, not of a city, but he was a leader of his entire country. He was a leader of his people. Malcolm X, for an example, Malcolm X used his time profusely. He used his time to diligently study to find out who he is and what he wanted to be. He studied the dictionary, thesauruses. He understood words. So when he got out, they said that Malcolm X would debate against theologians and philosophers and these different professors, but he would dominate them. You understand what I'm saying? And it's because he had his skill, he had his practice while he was in that prison, man. I want to encourage you, man, because somebody going through something, man. You're going through some trials, you're going through some tribulations. You don't understand why you're going through them, but let me tell you this. There's a solution. There's a solution, man. And once you understand that, in order for me to gain the knowledge that I got to gain, I got to go through the things that I got to go through. It'll make a lot of things better, man. I want to leave you with two things, man. First thing, no matter what you're going through, there's a solution. I don't care how hard it is. I don't care how tough it is. There's a solution. Second thing, don't never play the victim. The only way you can truly understand the lesson and receive the lesson is if you don't play the victim. See, the victim always says somebody else is the problem. That's what a victim does. A victim always blames someone else's for their issue. Let's say that you was in a drive-by and you had nothing to do with the drive-by. You had nothing to do with it. You're not even really in their lifestyle, but the person you was in a car with, it has something to do with them. Listen, don't tell yourself, I got in a drive-by because I was with him. Or I got in the drive-by because I had nothing to do with it. Nah, listen, you was in a bad situation and potentially lost your life. Why? Because of your association. It all boils down to you. Don't allow nothing. Listen to me, man. Don't allow nothing to happen to you and you don't take credit for it. I'm talking about good or bad. Most times we only want to take credit for the good. But what about the bad things in your life, man? You got to take credit for the bad things in your life. So once you understand that you are at fault, you can then begin to change some of the things that you've been dealing with, man. None of us are perfect, man. None of us are perfect. Everybody will go through something, right? But when you go through something, let me tell you this, find a solution and never play the victim. Because if you do not play the victim, you can find out what you need to do differently. Your experiences help you and develop you for the thing that you're supposed to be. You understand? Your experiences change you and help you become the thing that you're supposed to be. Man, stay encouraged. This is every day. We working out our mind, we working out our body. I told you I want us to do 1 hour of reading and 1 hour of working on our body every day, man. Every day, man. Listen, if you standing still, you ain't growing. If you just having fun, you ain't growing. You got to do some things that's challenging to yourself, man. Your credit score at a 500, get it to a 700. That's challenging. You're only making $20,000 a year. Focus on $40,000 a year. That's challenging. You don't know what your purpose is. You need to sit yourself down and find your purpose, man. You need to find out the reason you was built, the reason you were made, the reason you were created. Because you got on this earth for a reason. And I can promise you this, man. It's not just to enjoy yourself. I promise you that. You have to find a solution to a problem that the world has. You was created for that. I bet you didn't even know that. You were created to help solve a problem. What problem are you helping solve? What problem are you helping to solve? Focus on that, man. And holler back at me tomorrow. Peace.